Hey everyone, Ben here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we're trying to grow on the platform, and turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams. And if you did like today's video, then don't forget to hit a like down below because it helps other people to find our videos. And don't forget to comment down below on any suggestions for content that you have, or comment about today's content. Let me know what you thought. Let's get into the video. Alright, so Grendel finally got his rework, and Grendel is really good now, especially for the Steel Path. So this is my Grendel Steel Path viable build. But let's quickly run over Grendel's ability changes, and I'll explain how some of them work. So we have his main ability, which is Feast. So Feast allows him to eat enemies. Now, before, you could eat as many as you want, and it would start ticking down your energy based on how many enemies you had in your stomach. Well, now you can only hold a maximum of 5. Go away, orders. So he can hold a maximum of 5 now, but for each enemy he drains, he gains 150 to 250 armor, which is actually really freaking good. It basically makes him a really big tank for the Steel Path, considering how much health he naturally has. We have Nourish, which before Nourish you'd have to select the buff you would want to use with Nourish. Now it just gives you all of them. So it replenishes health based upon your power strength. It does an attack, which the attack is okay, but it's not great. It also applies viral damage to your weapons and your partner's weapons, because Nourish affects your partners with the viral damage. And it also provides more energy for you and your squad mates whenever you pick up an energy orb, or gain any kind of energy for that matter. We have Pulverize, which Grendel curls into his ball. Now, with Grendel in his ball form now, or his meatball as people call it, if you whack into an enemy, it will completely drain the enemy's armor pretty much. So it's a good way to reduce armor. Not to mention it also does a little bit of damage as well. And of course the meatball gets bigger based upon how many enemies that you've eaten. And Regurgitate. Regurgitate is also a decent attack that also melts armor now too. So against enemies with ridiculous armor, you can just like regurgitate an enemy at them and it reduces their armor to basically nothing. And again, the armor drop is based upon power strength. I also want to point out I've got Archon Shards on my Grendel, so 3 of them are for ability duration, so giving me an extra 30%. We have a 25% casting speed buff, and we have 5 health / regenerated per second. Let's jump into the build itself. So, we're running Corrosive Projection for negative 18% armor on enemies. In the extra slot we've got Power Drift for 15% ability strength and 30% chance to resist knockdowns. We have Umbral Vitality for 770% health and 19.3% tower resistance. So I am running all 3 Umbral mods on this build, mainly because of the armor bonuses and health bonuses you get given. So we've got Umbral Fiber for 192.5% armor and 19.3% tower resistance. Umbral Intensify for 77% ability strength and 19.3% tower resistance. Stretch for 45% ability range. Transient Fortitude for 55% ability strength and 27.5% ability duration. Narrow-Minded for 99% ability duration and negative 66% ability range. Gourmand, which is one of Grendel's augments, it's a feast augment, so instead of energy consumes 200 health on cast, Glutton grants an additional 150% armor per enemy. So this gives him a lot more tankiness. With his normal ability and with Gourmand, he gains 2000 armor, whilst he's got 5 enemies eaten. And Hunter Adrenaline converts 45% of damage on health to energy. Now, as you've noticed, we're not running an energy mod like Airflow or anything, because you don't need to with Grendel, because you're not going to be using as much energy as you think, and if you start taking damage, which you're going to continuously take damage, that energy is going to regenerate anyway, so it really doesn't matter. We've got Arcane Guardian. Mine's only rank 1 unfortunately, but it's a on damage chance for plus armor, which is fantastic for Grendel because of how much armor he already has. And we're running Arcane Energize. You can replace Energize if you want, you don't really need it because of Hunter Adrenaline, but I didn't really have any other Arcanes I felt like putting on. But there's a couple of others you could run, like Arcane Momentum I guess could be one of them. If you were running a sniper, of course, you could always run something like Arcane Nullifier to get rid of radiation damage. Arcane Victory, there's quite a few you could run. I'm just running Energize for the sake of it. So, the build itself, we've got 1023 armor, 225 energy, 3745 health. 47.3 tower resistance, we've got 201% duration, 100% efficiency, 79% range, and 247% power strength. So let's jump into the mission and I will show you what we can do. Alright, so we're here in Oxymoko in the Void, and as per usual, I'll quickly explain whilst we're here. So we're here because the Void is one of the later areas in the Steel Path, meaning you get the highest some of the highest level enemies of the Steel Path here. Not to mention, here in Oxymoko in the Void, you're dealing with the Corrupted. Now, the Corrupted have pretty much every kind of enemy type you want. So enemies with high armor, high health, and shields and health, meaning it gives you a bit of a broader baseline of what your Warframe / weapons can do. So let's jump in. So the first thing you want to do is to start eating enemies. You want to start by eating a bunch because, as you'll see on the right side, it will show you what we're dealing with when it comes to Grendel's armor. So if we have 5 enemies eaten, that's 2,000 plus armor on top of the 1,000 that you already had. So let's activate Nourish, and Nourish will give us viral bonuses as well as like higher energy regeneration, and of course it heals us, and it does the little shockwave, but the shockwave itself isn't that great. In fact, a lot of Warframe abilities themselves don't do good natural damage on the Steel Path for whatever reason. But that's okay, we're not here for the stomp, we're here for every other bonus that it gives. So, you can always check how many enemies you've got eaten by Grendel just by looking at his counter on the right side. That counter will tell you how many have been currently eaten and what the state of their health and shields are. So we're going to need to nom some again in a second. We're running low. Now, you don't always need to run like 5 eating enemies at all. It's just better to, because of the armor bonuses and the fact that you can pull off a lot more heals if you need to. Not that you would need to, because I mean, the amount of armor this guy has is ridiculous. The only time you'll die with Grendel is if either you're not paying attention or if you get like next level ganked, I guess. If you've got like 50 enemies shooting you all at once, it will drain you very quickly, but even so, I don't think we have to worry too much about Grendel taking tons and tons of damage. Ouch. Don't pop me in the face. Now, of course, Nourish is an ability you're going to want to keep activated, mainly because of the energy regeneration and, of course, the viral procs. Like, the amount of viral you get with Grendel is insane. Like, of course, the viral percent is based upon your power strength, so higher power strength meaning more viral damage.
Stay focused.
But viral is incredibly good to add to any weapon. Like, so with this, it's better to run a weapon where you're not running natural viral, because then it adds viral as another source. I mean, my Tenet Archiplasma, which the build for this is on the channel, I run a 4-element build on this thing. So this already runs viral, so what it will do is for any weapon that you run that uses viral, it will add more viral damage. And because on my weapon, viral is one of the lower sources, I only run viral for mainly just for getting rid of health. It will do a bit more, which is nice. Oh, I've already got 5 moments. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize. But it's nice to know, like, you know, so really don't start eating stuff unless you know you've not got... Ooh, that's the point actually. There we go. There is shields. So for those wondering what enemies you can and can't eat with Grendel, so there's only a few you can't. You can't eat Eximus as long as they've got armor. If they've got no armor left, you can eat them. You also can't eat special enemies like Thrax or Acolytes or bosses. Other than that, pretty much everything else is fair game. I didn't realize I was still full. I thought that was going to expire on one of them. It didn't. So I'm going to cut quickly, and I'm going to cut to when the Acolyte comes in so I can show you how well Grendel works against Acolytes. Alright, Acolyte coming in. We actually almost fully completed this mission as well before the Acolyte spawned, which is insane. Oh crap, not good. Okay, there we go. Hello, Mania. Right, so let's regurgitate at him. There we go. His armor is now gone. Ouch. Don't get caught like that. Like, preferably... Oh, are you kidding me? Again? Quickly go to Meatball. So Meatball does health regeneration too, just a lot slower. There we go. That was a bit rough actually. Maniac caught me with his ability not once but twice, which is not great. But we got through him. But yeah, let me know what you think of my Grendel build in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Don't forget to join me on my socials and turn on notifications. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's video. Above is a preview of the previous upload, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe please, because we're trying to grow on the platform. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be notified of all uploads and live streams, and if you liked the video, why not leave it a like? It really does help other people to find my videos, and don't forget to comment down below on any content you want to see, or what you thought about this video specifically. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.